Travel back with us to Thursday, September 7th, 1876. The place is downtown Northfield. All seems normal in this quiet Midwestern college town with local citizens and area farmers going about their business. The clerks and tradesmen are busy at their usual work. A young medical student, Henry Wheeler, is seated in front of his father's drugstore located directly across from the bank. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Bob Younger, Frank James, and Samuel Wells, also known as Charlie Pitts, rode across the iron bridge into Mill Square from the west side of town, where they had just eaten lunch. The men all wore linen dusters, not uncommon for the time, but so many men on horseback did attract some attention. They tied their horses near the bank and walked to the corner where they could observe their comrades taking position near the bridge and also coming up from the south on Division. As Cole Younger and Clell Miller rode up Division Street from the south, the three robbers at the corner walked to the bank and went in. Cole Younger dismounted in the middle of the street, strategically stopping to tighten his saddle girth. This action attracted the attention of several citizens. Miller dismounted, went into the bank, and closed the door.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Can I help you? Get your hands up. This is a robbery. Which one of you's the teller? The teller's not in today. If you so much as yell, I've got 40 men waiting outside, and we won't hesitate to blow your brains out. Now, which one of you is the teller? Open the safe. I can't open the safe. It's on a time lock. I said open the safe. Can only open at a certain time. You better open the safe or somebody's gonna die. I can't open it. It's a time lock.
Hardware merchant J.S. Allen attempted to follow the three men into the bank, but was instantly seized by Miller. Allen jerked away from Miller's grasp and ran towards the store on Mill Square. On his way, he shouted a warning, "Get your guns, boys! They're robbing the bank!" Henry Wheeler became suspicious once he saw Allen's encounter with Miller. He too shouted, "Robbery! Robbery!" and ran towards the hotel. Upon this outcry, Miller and Younger sprang into their saddles and began riding up and down the streets, chasing citizens away from the bank. The rear guard at the bridge came on the scene as soon as they heard the first shots fired. These men were Jim Younger, Bill Chadwell, and Jesse James. Meanwhile, in the bank, Bob, Frank, and Samuel found three bank employees at work. Bank teller Alonzo Bunker stepped up to the window to wait on the robbers as they came in the door. Seated at their desks were acting cashier Joseph Lee Haywood and assistant bookkeeper Frank Wilcox. The vault door was open, and while the safe was closed, it was not locked. The bank employees refused to open the safe. They told the robbers the safe had a time lock and could not be opened. At this point, the battle in the street was at its height. 5 of the robbers were riding up and down the streets, shooting and ordering everyone off the streets. The people on the street took cover. Stores and offices were quickly closed. Wheeler had dashed into the Dampier Hotel and, securing an old Army carbine, had stationed himself at a third-story window. J.S. Allen, who first sounded the alarm, alerted A.R. Manning of the robbery as he passed the Manning store. When Allen got to his store, he began handing out guns and ammunition to everyone willing to join the fray. Having been alerted by Allen, hardware store owner Manning grabbed his rifle and headed for the bank. When he got to the corner of the Scriver building, he saw 2 men standing beside a horse. When he aimed his gun at the men, they ducked behind the horse. Manning lowered his gun and shot the horse. Then Miller got back on his horse. Wheeler, from the window of the hotel, put a bullet through Miller's heart, killing him instantly. As the fury surged, Cole Younger rode to the bank door several times, pleading with his comrades to come out of the bank. Near the end of the battle, several men came onto the street at the south end of the block. Cole Younger shot one of these men in the head. Swedish immigrant Nicholas Gustafson died from his wound 4 days later. Manning and Wheeler, with their big rifles, finally put the robbers to flight. Manning killed Bob Younger's horse and wounded Cole Younger in the hip. Manning also killed Bill Chadwell. Wheeler, from his vantage point in the hotel window, missed Jim Younger with his first shot, killed Clell Miller with his second shot, and severely wounded Bob Younger in the elbow with a third shot as Bob battled Manning in a shootout in front of the bank. Bob quickly changed his revolver to his left hand and then mounted the horse, carrying his wounded brother Cole. 6 surviving robbers on 5 horses escaped town, headed south on Division Street. The battle was over. From its beginning to close, it had lasted but 7 minutes. The funds in the bank were intact. 6 of the robbers were in flight, with at least 2 of them badly wounded. Lying in the streets were the bodies of Clell Miller and Bill Chadwell. In the bank was the body of Joseph Lee Haywood.